This is 90.3 FM, KEXP in Seattle and around the world. We're KEXP.org. We're going to get in some live music tonight on El Sonido. From right here in Seattle, Washington, a Cedar Suede. Welcome. Take it away.
Live music from a Cedar Suede. Got another track?
Yeah.
We're going to do a classic Cuban tune.
Please.
De Alto Cedro voy para Macané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayoray. De Alto Cedro voy para Macané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayoray. El cariño que te tengo yo no lo puedo negar, se me sale la babita, yo no lo puedo evitar. De Alto Cedro voy para Macané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayoray. De Alto Cedro voy para Macané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayoray. Cuando Anica y Chan Chan en el mar cenían arena, como sacudía el jibe, a Chan Chan le daba pena. El camino de paz donde yo me quiero sentar en aquel tronco que veo y así no puedo llegar. Limpia el camino de paz donde yo me quiero sentar en aquel tronco que veo y así no puedo llegar. Limpia el camino de paz donde yo me quiero sentar en aquel tronco que veo y así no
Really nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Of course, thank you. Live music here in the KEXP studios. Seattle group, a Cedar Suede. Cool, moody version of Chan Chan there.
Yeah, thanks very much.
And starting it off, No Hay Agua.
That's off of our upcoming, to be very soon released CD called The Legend of the Great T.D. Bingo, No Hay Agua.
Very cool. And this is your first full-length record.
That's right. It's our first full-length record, and it features the whole entire ensemble. We released an EP a few years ago of just duet music between guitar and guitar and accordion, and then added violin, and then added everybody else, and it just keeps getting more fun, more fun.
Very cool. I've seen you guys live a couple times. always a blast. You got to check out a Cedar Suede live. Happy to have you here in the studios. Let's take a step back before we talk a little bit more about the new record, and let's talk about the group. I mentioned you're from Seattle, but most of y'all are transplants. Is that true? How new? I guess everyone is new to Seattle these days.
Yeah, it's hard to find people in Seattle from Seattle, but they're beautiful. But us beautiful people are from all over the country. Jamie is from Colorado. Amanda on violin is from Colorado. Aham is from around here, actually. Joe's from Minnesota. Tommy's from Oregon and the West Coast. Bass. And Martin on bass. He's representing Shelton, Washington. We got to holler out to the South Sound.
Cool. Well, welcome. How did this project get started, Harold?
It started out with Jamie and I. We met at school. I heard her playing accordion in the halls, and I thought, wow, we got to do something about that sound, and we got to make it. We didn't know what it was going to become, and then it just slowly evolved and turned into more collaborative compositions. It started out just being improvisations, and then it became, bigger and bigger and better and better.
It's definitely a unique, diverse sound. It's Latin, it's Mediterranean, it's folk, it's funky, it's groovy. I really dig what you got going on.
Thank you.
How did it evolve from you two then into this bigger full band project?
Well, we started playing together, and we're like, well, we're kind of missing something. Like, we were playing a lot, and we were gigging a lot, and we're like, let's add more musicians. We definitely need a rhythm section. So we added bass, and then drums, and then we had Tommy play percussion, and adds a great sound. And then Amanda plays with us frequently, and we do different arrangements of the group as well. We play as a trio, a duo, and 5-piece, 4-piece, all of it.
Very cool. Once again, we're talking with the Cedar Suede, and as you mentioned, you've got a brand new record, first full length. It's coming out super soon. The Legend of the Great TD Bingo. Tell who's TD Bingo, and what's his legend?
Oh, he's a really miraculous character. He's Zorro meets the Marlboro Man meets Don Quixote, and so naturally he lives in a tropical environment, of course. Probably Central South America somewhere, and he's a hero. And well, fictitiously, he's an incredible person, but for reals, he appeared after we wrote the music. We were writing the music. We had this album done, and we're like, Tommy was saying, "What is all this music about?" And we had to answer the question. We're like, "Well, what do you see? What do you hear when you listen to the album?" And everybody we ever showed the album to was always drawn to this like mythic cowboy caballero strutting through the jungle and saving the world, but maybe not saving the world because he's kind of a goofball. So there's a lot of humor in our music, and we take it strange places. So we naturally had this kind of mythological, strange character appear, and sometimes he's predictable, sometimes not predictable, but always entertaining.
So he appeared after the music had been recorded.
Right.
Usually it's the other end. You take inspiration,
exactly.
But the inspiration came after?
A little bit. Well,
he was always there.
The story came after.
We didn't know he was there.
He was always there.
Know.
We just uncovered him.
And what we were really looking for is we were looking to add another dimension to our music, because our music is almost entirely instrumental. And so when people ask, "What is your music about?" if there's no words, it's kind of hard to explain what your music is about if you don't have any lyrics. So we added this dimensionality of this character in this story. And we actually have the story written. There's actually a short story you can find on our website, and you can find it on the inside of our CD. It's actually a short fiction story that we had written about this character. We just showed our music to a friend of mine who's a fiction writer, and she says, "Yeah, I totally see this dude strutting through the jungle and through the desert on I don't know what he's riding." It turns out he's riding a capybara. You can look it up if you don't know what a capybara is. They're pretty awesome.
They're pretty small, right?
They're actually huge. They're the largest rodent in the world.
Okay, and big enough to ride.
Well, for TD Bingo, yeah, he can ride it.
Oh, man.
Well, in this mythological world we live in, well, the music lives in.
It's an oversized capybara.
It's an oversized capybara. Okay. Yeah.
Tell me. Nice. I've got a great visual there. Something like Don Quixote on a giant rodent.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Tell me a little bit about the actual recording, which you did at London Bridge here in Seattle, correct?
Right. We recorded it at London Bridge with the fantastic Jeff Ott, And we did it all live. We did it all in one room. We did 3 takes of each song, no overdubs, nothing fancy, just boom, like an old classic jazz record, I suppose, without a whole lot of bells and whistles. We just hammered it all out and picked the best of the 3 takes and put it together, and that was that. We felt that it captured what we do live best, because what we do best is we play live and we play off of each other's energy, and we improvise on the spot, and sometimes things work out beautifully and sometimes they work out more beautifully than others. But it's always an adventure, so we wanted to capture that energy that happens when you record live. So we decided to do it all at once, all together, and hope for the best. And we're pretty happy about it.
Right on. It came out great. Once again, the record's called The Legend of the Great TD Bingo, and you've got a CD release party for this new record. It's coming up Monday, March 9th at the Triple Door.
Yes.
Should be great.
And we have a fantastic supporting artist. We got a shout out to Maya Manser. She's another great friend of ours and an incredible electronic soul artist, we'll say. And so, yeah, if you're not going to come out for us, come out for her, because it's going to be a great show.
Very cool. Once again, this is a Cedar Suede. You've got a couple more tracks from the new record, correct?
Yes, we're going to do 2 more from the new record. This one is called Toucan Sings, and we can suppose that our mythological character is gallivanting through the jungle and probably runs into an elephant and hopefully escapes.
Nice.
He does escape.
He does escape, of course.
This is the Cedar Suede, live here on KEXP. Live music from Cedar Suede. Got one last joint for us.
Yes.
I think it's my favorite on the record, too.
It might be ours, too.
Oh, right on. Live music from Cedar Suede right here on KEXP. A couple new tracks from the brand new full-length record, The Legend of the Great TD Bingo. And sounded great. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us, DJ Chili.
You're very, very welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much for everybody who's listening in. KEXP listeners for supporting such an awesome institution. Hope it continues and on forever and ever. And congratulations on the new space.
Right on. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can catch the Cedar Suede. They play around the Pacific Northwest quite a bit, and you guys have a bunch of dates from Orcas to Tacoma. I'll post a link to your website, cedarsuede.com, so people can check it out. And the CD release party, this should be killer. This is at the Triple Door, is on Monday, March 9th.
Exactly 1 week from the day.
Cool. Thank you so much. Cedar Suede, live on KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.